Hello, and welcome to this lesson on solving and representing quadratic inequalities. By the time you finish this video, you will be able to rearrange a quadratic inequality into standard form by bringing all terms to one side, solve the boundary equation by setting the quadratic equal to 0 to find the critical x values, using factorizing or the quadratic formula. Choose the correct interval between or outside the roots, and write the solution clearly in set notation. Let's get started. Before we move on to quadratic inequalities, let's quickly review the meaning of inequality symbols. These symbols tell us how values compare to each other. Let's start with x is greater than 8. This means x can be any number bigger than 8, such as 9, 10, 50, or even 200. Now x is less than 8. This means x can be any number smaller than 8, such as 7, 6, 0, or even -5. Now let's include the equal to part. When we say x is less than or equal to 8, this means x can be 8 or any number smaller than 8. So the value 8 is included. Similarly, when we say x is greater than or equal to 8, this means x can be 8 or any number greater than 8. Again, the value 8 is included. So the key idea to remember is this. If the symbol includes a line underneath, it means or equal to, and the boundary value is included. If there is no line, the boundary value is not included. Make sure you are confident with these symbols, because we will use them when solving and representing quadratic inequalities. Now let's move on to solving a quadratic inequality. We are asked to find the set of values of x for which x squared plus 2x minus 8 is greater than or equal to 0. Let's follow the steps carefully. Step 1, write the inequality in standard form. In this case, it is already in standard form. X squared plus 2x minus 8 is greater than or equal to 0. So we can move straight to the next step. Step 2, solve the boundary equation. To do this, we replace the inequality sign with an equal sign. So we solve x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Now we factorize. We look for two numbers that multiply to give -8 and add to give +2. Those numbers are +4 and -2. So we write open bracket x plus 4 close bracket multiplied by open bracket x minus 2 close bracket equals 0. Now we solve each bracket. X plus 4 equals 0 gives x equals -4. X minus 2 equals 0 gives x equals 2. So these are our critical values, -4 and 2. Step 3, choose the correct interval. Now this is the most important part. We need to decide where the expression is greater than or equal to 0. This means we are looking for where the graph is on or above the x-axis. For a quadratic like this, the values will be outside the roots. So x is less than or equal to -4, or x is greater than or equal to 2. Finally, we write the solution clearly in set notation. X belongs to the real numbers such that x is less than or equal to -4, or x is greater than or equal to 2. So always remember the process. Put the inequality into standard form, solve the boundary equation, then choose the correct interval, and write the final answer clearly. Now let's deepen our understanding by looking at this graph. Here we can see the curve of the quadratic x squared plus 2x minus 8. Notice the shape of the graph. It forms a U shape, opening upwards. This is very important because the coefficient of x squared is positive. The graph opens upwards like a U. Now, look at the points where the graph crosses the x-axis. These are the roots we found earlier, x equals -4 and x equals 2. These points divide the graph into 3 regions. Now we ask the key question, where is the graph greater than or equal to 0? In other words, where is the graph on or above the x-axis? Look carefully. To the left of -4, the graph is above the x-axis. Between -4 and 2, the graph is below the x-axis. And to the right of 2, the graph is again above the x-axis. So the values of x that make the expression positive or 0 are outside the roots. That means x is less than or equal to -4, or x is greater than or equal to 2. This matches the solution we found earlier. Now here is an important idea to remember. If the graph opens upwards, like this one, the solution to greater than or equal to 0 will always be outside the roots. And if the graph were opening downwards, then the solution would be between the roots instead. So always think about the shape of the graph. It helps you decide which interval to choose. Finally, we can write the solution clearly. X belongs to the real numbers such that x is less than or equal to -4, or x is greater than or equal to 2. Take a moment to look at the graph and connect it with the algebra. Once you can see both together, solving quadratic inequalities becomes much clearer and more intuitive. Now let's dive into some exam-style practice question. You can pause the video and try yourself. Question 1. Find the set of values for which 4x squared minus 3x plus 5 is less than 2x squared plus 7x minus 1. Give your answer in set notation. This question is worth 4 marks, so we will begin by focusing on the first step. Step 1. Write the inequality in quadratic standard form. At the moment, we have terms on both sides of the inequality, so we need to bring everything to one side so that we can compare it to 0. Let's subtract the entire expression on the right-hand side from the left-hand side. So we write 4x squared minus 3x plus 5 minus open bracket 2x squared plus 7x minus 1 close bracket is less than 0. Now we simplify carefully. First, expand the bracket. This gives 4x squared minus 3x plus 5 minus 2x squared minus 7x plus 1. Now combine like terms. 4x squared minus 2x squared gives 2x squared. Negative 3x minus 7x gives negative 10x. 5 plus 1 gives 6. So we now have 2x squared minus 10x plus 6 is less than 0. Now we can simplify further by dividing every term by 2. This gives x squared minus 5x plus 3 is less than 0. This is now in quadratic standard form. This step earns 1 mark. Take a moment to check each part carefully, because getting this step correct is essential before moving on to solving the inequality. Now we continue with the next step, solving the boundary equation. We solve x squared minus 5x plus 3 equals 0. Here a equals 1, b equals negative 5, and c equals 3. Using the quadratic formula, x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Substitute the values. X equals 5 plus or minus square root of 25 minus 12 over 2. This simplifies to x equals 5 plus or minus square root of 13 over 2. So we get 2 solutions. X equals 4.30 and x equals 0.6972. These are the critical values that we will use to find the correct interval. Now we move to the final step, choosing the correct interval. We already have the critical values. X equals 0.6972 and x equals 4.30. Now we look at the quadratic. X squared minus 5x plus 3. Notice the coefficient of x squared is positive. This means the graph opens upwards, like a U-shape. Now remember the inequality we are solving. We want the expression to be less than 0, so we are looking for where the graph is below the x-axis. For a U-shaped graph, this happens between the roots, so the solution lies between 0.6972 and 4.30. Now, because the inequality is strictly less than 0, we do not include the boundary values. So the final answer is x belongs to the real numbers, such that 0.6972 is less than x is less than 4.30. Take a moment to check this carefully. The graph is below the x-axis between the roots, and that matches the inequality. This is how we choose the correct interval and write the solution clearly in set notation.